Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilson, and today we're going to talk about your pattern of eating for accelerated fat loss, for modest fat loss, for maintenance of body weight, and longevity. So when I talk about pattern of eating, there's research, and it basically polled Americans, and research shows that on average, the average fast for an American is 9 hours. And I'm sure it's all across Western civilization. The average window of fasting is 9 hours. And did you know that the average window of eating during holidays increases to where the average window of fasting is only 6 to 7 hours? So people go from 9 hours of fasting to 6 to 7 hours of fasting. Now, intriguingly enough, what studies show is that on average, every year people gain about 1 to 2 pounds of fat every single year. And that's even athletes as they get older, right? Athletes aren't as lean when they're in their 40s as they were in their 20s, even though they're working out hard. And I would suggest a lot of it's because of their pattern of eating. Think about sleep. Let's go to a topic of sleep. If I told you sleep, how many hours of sleep do you need? Most of you guys say, well, I need a solid 8 hours of sleep a night. Let's look at your digestive tract. It takes about 6 hours to digest a meal. So if you were only fasting 9 hours, your last meal takes you 6 hours to digest. You've only let your digestive tract sleep 3 hours. If I told you to only sleep 3 hours a night, how would you feel? Not good at all. Now think about the holiday season. You're down to 6 to 7 hours of fasting. How many hours did your digestive tract fast? 0 to as much as 1. So what goes on is your digestive tract doesn't have a chance to reset. It doesn't get a chance to sleep, and that causes all sorts of metabolic problems. It makes you age faster. It makes you gain fat. So I told you we gain 1 to 2 pounds of fat every single year. 50% of that's around the holidays, just by shifting your pattern of eating by 1 to 2 hours. What I'm going to talk about is the opposite. What I'm talking about is fat loss and fat gain. On average, fat gain is very high when we fast 6 to 7 hours. Fat gain is slow to moderate when we fast 9 hours a day. That ends out being 1 to 2 pounds a year of fat. Fat gain basically is halted for the most part at 12 hours of fasting. So that would mean, for example, if I started eating at 9, I stop eating at 9, that's 12 hours of fasting. That's general maintenance, general hygiene. My digestive system might get 6 hours of sleep in that case. Now, when we shift up to fasting 16 hours, that means 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. I might start eating at 1, I might stop eating at 9, or I might start eating at 12, I might stop eating at 8. That is modest fat loss and good muscle gain. So I'm gaining muscle at a great rate, and I'm losing fat at a modest rate. That's the 16-8 fast. Then accelerated fat loss is going to be your 20-hour fast. So 20-hour fast, 4 hours of eating. That's accelerated fat loss. However, muscle gain becomes almost impossible in a 4-hour window unless I'm a beginner. If I'm a beginner, I can gain muscle. If I'm more advanced, then the 20 hours of fasting, 4-hour eating, it's very difficult to gain muscle in that time frame. So what do I suggest? Well, I've talked about in previous videos, calorie cycling, right? I suggest intermittent fasting cycling. Here's how I would do it. If you're trying to lose fat and gain muscle steadily, then I would only do the 20-hour, 4-hour eating window twice a week. So say Monday, you might do a 20-hour fast. Tuesday, 16-hour fast. Wednesday, 16-hour fast. Thursday, 20-hour fast. Friday, 16-hour fast. Saturday, Sunday, just 12-hour fast. Okay, so you're calorie cycling by virtue of how you're cycling your fasting, okay? So again, 2 days a week, hardcore fasting. 3 days a week, moderate fasting. And then on the weekends, just go to maintenance, 12 hours. So guys, listen, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Definitely implement it into your schedule. Also remember, next time you're going through the holidays, if you do a 16-hour fast during the holidays, you actually probably stay lean. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time.